Knee-deep in Calgary snow, I cracked a bunker and found 9 80s BMW ghosts that ate blizzards for breakfast. But one hides a cabbie's secret that'll blow your mind. Stick around.
You crank it open with a crowbar that screams in protest, and bam, 9 ghosts of the Autobahn stare back at you. These 80s BMW E28s, ex-taxi warriors that hauled prairie drunks, oil workers, and heartbroken lovers through blizzards without so much as a whimper. But here's the hook that kept me up all night. Chain smoking in the garage. One of them's hiding a secret mod from the cabbies that turned it into a snow-eating monster. The kind of hack that'd make modern engineers weep with envy. And I'll spill it at the end. Scout's honor. Stick around, cause if you love cars that whisper survive anything, instead of look at me, this is your midnight fix. You know, over here on Gearhead Garageware, we chase rust like it's buried treasure, swap lug nut war stories till the coffee goes cold, and treat torque wrenches like old friends. This taxi yard pull felt like destiny wrapped in barbed wire. I've been under more hoods than a mechanic in hell, hands blacker than midnight oil. But cracking open this bunker, it was like unearthing Atlantis, except with more antifreeze stains and fewer mermaids. These E28s, brother, they're the beating heart of BMW's golden era. Debuting in '81 when the world was still dialing rotary phones and rocking mullets that could hide a small engine. Munich's mad scientists cooked up a sedan that could slice through Bavarian switchbacks on a whim but rack up 500,000 clicks slinging fares in the frozen armpit of Canada. We're talking 528E or 533i flavors. Base price back in the day, a wallet-friendly 25 grand chump. Change now, when a decent barn find like these is flipping for peanuts if you're patient at the right auction. I fire up the first beast, a battle-scarred 84528E in faded Arctic silver that looks like it lost a fight with a salt truck and called it a draw. Turn the key, scratch that. Mash the starter, cause the battery sulking in holy hell. It's like waking a grizzly from a decade-long nap. That inline-6 M20 roars to life with the signature BMW rasp. Not the whooshing turbo banshee of today's hot rods, but a throaty, butter-smooth purr that says, "I've seen continents, kid, and you're just a blip." These Calgary cabbies, they winterized them, like they were prepping for Ragnarok. Stock setup gives you 121 horses from the 2.7-liter Heart Modest on paper, sure, but with 147 pounds FT of torque twisting like a prairie tornado. It shoves you forward without the fanfare. I nursed her onto the Trans-Canada, snow flurrying like some drunk god's confetti, wipers thwacking a rhythm older than my regrets, and damn if she doesn't glue herself to the blacktop. No abs fairy dust here. Just that near-mythical 50/50th weight split and rack and pinion steering so damn telepathic. You feel every frost heave, every stray gravel pebble, like it's murmuring sweet nothings in your ear. But hold up, let's lean into the yarn, cause this ain't a spec sheet seminar. Last fall, I'm elbow deep in this one's oil pan, the garage thick with that holy trinity WD-40, and a hint of regret from that burrito I shouldn't have trusted when I spot the battle scars up close. Reinforced sway bars twisted like pretzels from too many curb tangos and crammed under the dash. A Frankenstein's monster of duct tape and zip ties where some grizzled cabbie rigged an inline block heater that could thaw a tear. These prairies, man, winters, that'd make a Viking tap out and head south tankrayering to -40. Winds howling like a pack of wolves with a grudge. Snow piling higher than your excuses on a Monday morning. So the cabbies got biblical. Fat winter rubber that'd swallow your forearm whole. No questions asked. And they drill into the cylinder heads for auxiliary heater cores cause nothing torpedoes a night S-tips faster than a fare turning into a human popsicle. I crack up every time I picture it. You're idling outside the airport at 2 a.m., picking up some bleary-eyed exec from Toronto, him shivering like a wet chihuahua in his cashmere coat, while you're cocooned in this E28's cabin, heater cranked to Sahara meltdown. Alright, let's row through the gears, pop the hood on number 3, A86 535i. That's seen better decades but packs that upgraded 3.5-liter M30, belting out 150 horses with torque that lingers like a good hangover. These weren't pampered showroom divas, they were blue-collar brawlers, vinyl seats worn to the nub, smooth as polished river stones from a decade plus of shifting asses. Coffee spills, and the occasional puke polishing from Stampede Night regrets. Today's street value, a tidy driver's side special pulls 12 to 15K, if it's not too crusty, but these bunker-fresh shells, rust-eaten hulls auctioning for 3 to 4 grand, to the right masochist, with full resurrection potential, ballooning M2 20,000 flips, if you've got the scars to match the welds. Me, I'd chase the patina every time that peeling taxi livery like faded war paint. Whispering yarns of midnight hauls to the oil rigs, dodging moose shadows and morons in minivans, the dash clock ticking like a heartbeat through endless Chinooks, and the handling Jesus take the wheel. I carve 'em out on a backroad ribbon, the kind that snakes through the foothills like a hungover serpent, suspension groaning in protest but biting back with grace. No electronic nannies here to spoon-feed you. Just raw, unfiltered feedback surging through that slim Momo wheel. The body roll inviting you in just enough to dance. Reminding you, blood still pumping. One hairpin, I'm threading the needle like Fangio on a bender. And it slams home. This is why the E28's the last pure 5 series before the silicon overlords invaded. All independent struts and control arms. Tuned plush for the 12-hour shift, but awakening to a surgeon's scalpel when you goose it. Let me paint it. It's that steadfast garage buddy, the one who ribs you over lukewarm beers about your last track day wipeout, but steps up with a socket set and a steady hand when your world's unraveling. Hell, even the thirst-surprised meet 22 NPG on the highway through a whiteout squall. Take that, you silicon-sipping EVs with their range anxiety and charging station fistfights. Plow deeper into the herd. The 825280. Fuel injected from the factory like it knew gas hikes were coming. Sipping efficiency secrets from an age when fill-ups didn't require a second mortgage. Then there's the 88535 is, that elusive phoenix with the digital dash flickering like a bootleg Knight Rider prop. 0 to 60 snapping under 8 seconds. If you bury the pedal cabbies, likely babied it for the meter, but uncork it now, and it's a haymaker to the solar plexus. Each one S laced with character flaws that feel like old scars. A synchro D shifter that hunts gears like a tipsy uncle at a wedding. A diff whining hymns to high mileage. But that's the siren song. Wrenching on M pure baptism torquing down head studs while Zeppelin wails whole lotta love from the Bluetooth relic. Oil sluicing like black tears of catharsis. Every stripped bolt a badge of honor. Zoom out for the gut kick, twilight hits, and I'm ringed by these 9 silhouettes against endless prairie canvas. Wind whispering through the fender gaps like ghosts swapping shifts. It hits different, the calloused palms that helmed these wheels. Cabbies with eyes like road maps, etching epics in every crease. First dates fizzling at dive bars. Kids hockey halls through gales. Batted ground a 747. Quiet confessions from backseats under sodium glow. These E28s ain't metal and rubber. They're talismans, survivors from when BMW etched poetry in engineering. Not the bloated, button-plagued behemoths of now. Reviving one, idsless restore. More ritual coaxing breath into bellows that outran their masters. Patching souls with MIG welds and midnight prayers. Suspense clocks ticking that cabbie black magic. Buried in the 85533i's trunk like smuggler's gold. A homemade snorkel rig, PVC wizardry siphoning intake air from snowdrift height, turning whiteouts into mere mist. These taxis plowed through drifts that'd bury a Hummer, engine gulping clean O2 while rivals choked on slush. Pure prairie poetry. So, hit me straight what's the wildest winter warrior mod from your own driveway skirmishes? The one that turned oh shit into hell yeah. Spill it in the comments. Let's trade those grease-stained tails like trading cards. Until the next bunker breach, keep the revs honest and the rubber biting. Fade out on that inline 6 symphony.